Hi, it's Milton Kane, Christian Democratic Party candidate for the federal seat of Newcastle. Very shortly, in and around Newcastle, we're going to see some of the ground being dug up as they slowly but surely go through the process of putting the cable in the streets to deal with the NBN. I'm rather concerned about what's happening. It seems that the people who are doing the job are very shonky about what they're doing. We have all these rules and regulations dealing with asbestos fibre. There's a lot of concern about it, and there ought to be. We've had a number of people who have, for many, many years, have been suffering, and not only that, have been attempting to try and prove the fact that their problems they've been having with their lungs is caused because of this fibre, which is very much damaging to one's lungs. And yet here we have people just treating it as if it was nothing. We have stories about people being washed in the face with this fibre, which is in some water, and there's a whole bunch of stuff where they've been just smashing it up, and it's been going everywhere, all over the place. It seems like the people are being rather ridiculous in their work skills. Even the process of doing it, even if it wasn't a dangerous product, it seems that these people with their work have been doing something about playing. Now, it is not something that we need to, I guess, blame the minister for directly, this particular matter, but it is of serious concern when the way that the contracts are being let and the way that they're being managed, that there is not a quality control. On all these matters, you need to have quality control. Perhaps the government has not gone down the track to make sure there is a quality control in place. I don't know exactly what the circumstances are. At the moment, the government is in damage control, as is Telstra. And so they ought to be. But it would be very nice to know what the truth of the subject is. It would be very nice to find out whether or not there was protocols in place which they should have complied with, which they have failed to follow. It would be appropriate if these particular contractors were in fact charged, because in fact what they're doing is very wrong. It is not very healthy for the community in where they're spreading this asbestos fibre around. It is not very helpful when people find that they have to leave their home and go to somewhere else to stay while the clean-up occurs. And how effective will that clean-up be? We can't be sure of that. I am seriously concerned about this particular project. It is all about a government project which the government was hell-bent on doing something which, realistically, when you have a look at it, we need to ask ourselves, how wise was it in the first place? And of course it seems to me that they weren't wise enough in making sure that the whole process of doing it was right. It seems to me that there's been some cost blowouts, significant cost blowouts, and so perhaps a part of the problem is that because there has been cost blowouts and the need to try and get a certain amount of progress done, because the ministers want to be able to announce so much is being done at a certain point of time, that perhaps they're not being so careful about who's doing the work. Now, we need to make sure that when we do stuff, we do it right. It needs to be done safely. We have enough people suffering from illnesses in this country already because of poor government decisions about the decision of profit over health. This looks like it could be one of those as well. This is unwise. Thank you.